for staying with us. Okay, it is a big weekend.
It
It's a
is.
holiday weekend. We
It
always
is.
say it's that first weekend of summer, and among many other things, it means it is time to get out on the grill.
Yes.
We have Joe from Bad Wolf Burgers on the show with some burgers for us to try, and you're going to get learned because he has some helpful and important grilling tips for your cookout this weekend and all summer long.
Hopefully helpful.
Definitely helpful. Thank you for being here.
It's my pleasure, trust me.
Okay, can we just talk about the name of your restaurant first, Bad Wolf Burgers?
Okay, well, years ago we were met at the cafe and it was a meatloaf, mashed potatoes, gravy, green beans, and everybody started buying our burgers and not the meatloaf. So we changed over to switching over to burgers, and we thought we needed to change our name.
Yeah.
So I came into work one day and my wife had the logo up, the name. She's like, "What do you think?" I was like, "Let's do it."
Oh, I love it. I love the
Yeah.
name. I think
Yes.
it's fantastic.
It's
I know.
aggressive,
Bad Wolf.
yeah, like big meaty burgers, and
Yes,
these things are
and
huge.
that's what they are, too.
They're huge.
They really
They
are.
are.
How long have you been in business?
9 years.
9 years, really?
June,
Wow.
June will be 9 years.
Well,
Wow. So
congratulations.
you know your burgers, and you're gonna
Hopefully, yeah.
no, so modest, so
Yeah.
modest Joe is.
He knows them.
All right. You talked about why you did burgers. You talked about the name. Let's talk about these burgers
Yes.
because they're not your normal run-of-the-mill average hamburger with a little pickle on top.
No. Well, as you see, I didn't even bring pickles.
There's not a pickle on here,
No,
Joe.
there's everything else.
Yeah, pickled jalapenos and
Wow.
banana peppers.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about all the different burgers that you do have. Starting with, I guess, let's start on this end, work our way this way.
Okay, well, it's a black and blue.
Uh-huh.
We actually make our own, we call it 67 sauce.
Okay.
We make it from scratch, and I named it after Landon Young because his dad's a friend of mine, but anyway. And he loves it. But anyway, blue cheese crumbles, blackened seasoning, and
Yeah.
the 67 sauce.
Unique name, I like it.
yeah.
Little
It's
violet,
his-
but we're okay.
It's his football, it's his football number. So
Can we
yeah.
talk about this monster here? Like,
Look
what
at
Yes.
this thing.
How
That is
much does that weigh?
unbelievable.
That is a 12-ounce burger, and I brought this one because we started offering 12-ounce burgers. So you have 6 or 12, 18, 36, or 42.
That's bigger than most steaks.
I want to hold it up to our heads just
Yeah.
to show like how big this
Can we?
is.
Can we
Yeah?
do that?
Yeah,
All
absolutely.
right, yeah, let's
Do
do
it.
it. Let's do it.
Okay, so what is
You
on
want the
this?
honors or you want me?
Everything.
Okay.
Hey, whoever.
Yeah.
Well, I had some smoked Gouda cheese, and that's what's on it. And I brought it home.
Here it is. This is
and-
huge.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
You want a bite?
I mean, that's like a meal for a family.
I think it's fantastic.
Well, the best part about it is how Rochelle, she put the ingredients together, because I had the smoked Gouda. I was like, hey, can you make us a burger
Right.
that has smoked Gouda on it? And balsamic vinaigrette reduction on it.
Yeah.
What is it? Onions, bacon, mushrooms.
Joe, it just looks good.
Yeah, it's
Honestly,
huge.
it just looks
Yeah, and then
fantastic.
she puts an olive oil herb dressing on
Oh,
it too,
so
that she makes from
fancy.
the
It's a
little bit
scratch.
fancy, a
Yeah,
little
some
bit gourmet,
rosemary,
right?
Yeah.
Speaking of mushrooms, we have
Yes.
a ton of mushrooms on this one.
This is the one I had. I've been to your
Yes.
restaurant, and this is my favorite right here.
Yes, and the best part about, if you ever have a mushroom burger, we use the jumbo mushrooms.
Oh yes,
And we
well, you
slice
have
them
to.
up from scratch.
Nice.
Because I hate going to a restaurant and you get these little tiny
Yeah, no.
mushrooms.
Yes.
And
You
they're
go
thin.
big.
Yep.
It's like, no, let's put some mushrooms on it.
And what's the one on the end down here?
Now, that's one of my favorites, and that's the teriyaki pineapple burger.
Nice.
So
It
that's
sounds
Swiss
delicious.
cheese
Are
and
you a
little
fan of
pineapples.
Hawaii?
I am. If
Yeah.
I ever go, I'm sure I will be. So, yeah.
Well, they all look delicious.
Yeah,
they
they
really,
really
do.
are.
Now, kind of transitioning, you know, again, holiday weekends coming up. Let's talk about grilling out and maybe some safety tips that you can give us. for that.
Well, I always carry a bottle with me, so if the fire
bottle?
gets
Oh.
too...
Yeah, what kind of bottle are we talking, Joe?
I'm afraid to say water because everybody's like, water and grease, they don't mix. But
Yeah.
if you don't hit the grease, but if the flame gets too big, I just take the water and just kind of put a little steam.
Ah, gotcha.
It'll bring that fire back down if it gets out of control. But
Right.
the biggest problem that people have is, if you've ever gone to a cookout, they load up the grill full of food, and you shouldn't do that.
Oh, so it's too much on the
Yeah, and that's
on the
what's-
skillet.
So you got to do
Everything's
parts at a
cooking.
time. Maybe
Well-
do the burgers first, do the hot dogs later.
Yeah, always do hot dogs last because
Okay.
they get cold really fast.
So what should we be looking for? Like a burger this huge, how long would that take to cook and be safe to eat? Ooh, dun, dun,
Ooh,
dun.
you
Well,
stumped
you
him.
said safe to eat. I'm like, it's safe to eat raw.
that is true because
But-
people like different.
But yeah,
they do.
medium well is probably everybody's favorite between medium well. So a 12-ounce, that size, and the way we spread it out takes about 10 minutes.
Oh, okay, that's
Okay.
not long at
So
all.
not
All right.
bad.
All right. How do you? Oh, sorry.
No.
How do you keep food fresh too when you're out and about? A lot of people go camping and things like that, and they don't have electricity. They've got their coolers and things like that. How do you keep the food fresh?
Well, the best way, I think, is you buy the little packets that you put in the freezer and freeze it. Put those in there with your ice, so when the ice melts, it's still going to keep that water
Oh, it hangs
cold.
out. I've never done that before.
Yeah.
That's a
That's
great
smart.
tip.
Keep
I
that,
like that.
keep that cold. And if you have potato salad, keep it cold.
Oh, please.
Please
People
do.
still think it's
So
okay to
dangerous.
eat
Yeah.
all the next day.
Yeah.
Blah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about tailgating, because a lot of times you've already pre-cooked your food and you're just bringing it along and you just lay it all out on tables. Do we need to take different precautions to make sure it's safe?
Well, it depends on if it's a high acid content food or low, like potato salad. What I've always done is just always get the bag of ice for your cooler, but just get an extra pan, put that ice underneath, and just set it on the ice.
Nice.
And that way it's going to stay cold. And if it's after 4 hours, don't just throw it out.
At 4 hours is a good rule
Just
of
throw it
thumb.
away.
Gotcha.
And then, okay, this is a question, because I always spill the coolers while I'm driving. Is there a trick to keeping the water
There is.
inside the
There is,
cooler?
actually, there is. I have a trick. You take your plastic wrap, put it around there, and then get a really long piece of plastic wrap and stretch it out and tie it
Oh,
on
okay.
it.
Oh, okay.
That way, if it spills, even though the lid might have a leak in it, it'll
Yeah.
keep that from
Keep the
going
majority
out.
of it in
Just
there
tie
instead of
that
on your carpeting in your
Yeah.
car.
There you go.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah,
I like
you
it.
won't have burger carpet, right?
Yeah, exactly. And quick
My
question.
people might want that.
Well, I was doing that on the drive over here. I'm like,
Oh yeah, I mean it always happens. It really does. Which is your favorite burger of your restaurant? Which one's
The Bad
your
Wolf.
favorite?
The
The
Bad
Bad Wolf.
The Bad
Yep.
Wolf? All
Yeah.
right.
And it has beer cheese on it.
Nice.
And, onion straws.
Yeah.
Bacon, blackened seasoning. So yeah.
Oh, that sounds
They
great.
all,
is.
they all, I mean, you can
Yep.
tell you put a lot of thought into each burger, and I'm
We do.
sure they
We do.
all. All right,
Yeah.
Joe, how do we find you?
Well, we're at 350 Foreman Avenue, and everybody doesn't know where that is. So I always try to say 800 South Broadway, because that was the old Rogers location on South Broadway, and that was our address. But
Yes.
yeah, South Broadway, Angliana Avenue, right there.
Okay, yes. You used to be on Leestown Road. That's
Oh,
where I
yeah.
used to visit you over there. And but now you're off of Old Broadway, right?
South Broadway.
And then
Broadway.
Facebook, we can kind of see your menu
Facebook,
and
Bad
what's
Wolf Burgers.
specials of the day.
Yeah, actually, I put on secret menu items.
Oh,
Nice.
there
Only
you
on
go.
Facebook.
Only on Facebook.
Only on
So check
Facebook.
out his
Gotta check
Facebook
it out.
page
It's really
for
good. It's really
sure.
tasty.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much
Oh,
for
thanks
coming
for
in, and
having
thank
me.
you for the tips. They really are great. That cooler chip,
Oh yeah.
we appreciate
Make
it.
it happen.
Go see Joe. Go try that Bad Wolf burger and stay with us. We'll be right back.